So here's something a little bit interesting. Last Sunday, I was at a charity event to read at this beautiful event in Woolloomooloo. And on the drive there, I say to Teresa, there's a man in the back seat. He's been shot clean through the chest. And he tells me that there were witnesses. And these witnesses he loved. He absolutely loved. So I was like, okay, maybe someone will be at the charity event that knows this bloke. No one owned him. We go all through last week's sessions, not a one, until Friday afternoon. I read for this lovely girl, and I say to her, I would love to bring through your grandfather. I won't say what side of the family, because these generations and everything else, they still are alive, and I really do need to keep their privacy. Your grandfather's come through. And she said, oh, okay. And I said, he suicided. And she said, yes, but he was a very bad man. I don't know if I want him coming through. And I say to her, well, he tells me he suicided because he had to. He didn't want to face what he did. And she said, yes, he murdered a man, shot him straight through his chest in front of his wife and children. And I just went, oh my God. So I explained to her the link from the bloke that had come through for me at the charity event a week previous. See how these things link up? Isn't it incredible? And as I'm chatting to both of them, because for my personal opinion about all of this and the other side and everything else, we're all in together. I don't believe there's any, separations and everyone has their own opinion. My opinion is whatever feels good to you is your version of spirituality. But in this particular situation, I really don't believe they're separated out. Once you die, you go back to source, you go back to perfection, everything's okay again. It's humans that are left with the crap, with the bullshit, right? So this guy, the man who was murdered and his murderer, the granddad that suicided straight after he killed this guy, they've reconnected on the other side, they've sorted shit out, whatever. But then the grandfather says to me, I was part of a cult. And he says the cult's name, and that cult is still operating in Australia. And he says to me, now he was a lovely man, believe it or not, he was a lovely man to me. And he says he deserved it. He deserved it. And I've looked at the bloke that was murdered that has been with us for about a week. And I look at him and he says, yep, I did. I'm just like, fuck me. Fuck, is this how this shit works? What a tale to start the first, I think, of many BTVTales. I have asked for my beautiful client to relay this information to her family so they can get some kind of, I hate to say the word closure, but closure from it. I don't know whether the right word is comfort from knowing that I don't believe the grandfather was portrayed in the generations below in the best light. Yes, he took the life of another person. However, I have to trust and believe what they tell me, especially when the murder dude goes, yeah, I deserved it. All kinds of things run through my head as to what was going. You can imagine, right? Especially when the grandfather was in a cult. Yeah, the mind boggles. What a tale. I will keep these coming. As always, I love to take you beyond the veil. And love is nothing but